Well, a lot of the guys were saying that whether implicitly or explicitly, whether you made the gesture or not, just that you and Marcus and Bronis are back has made a lot of guys buy in a little bit more. So it's like these guys don't have to be here. They had every opportunity to be gone, but they're here. They want to get better and they want to win a title. Do you feel like even if you're not really making the grand gesture, you're still leading an example and guys are responding to that?
I think it does, definitely. I mean, having guys like me and Marcus Hronis has really helped other guys learn where they all want to get to the point where Marcus is or the point where Hronis is or where I am. And it's really shown them that, there's a lot more than just going out early and, trying to play in the NFL. It's great to get there, and that's all of our goals. But at the same time, there's a lot more in life than just playing football.
Yeah. What was the thing that ultimately brought you back? I know it was John Neal, but how much is winning and kind of checking the title off?
Winning is always important. My whole life I've always been so close to winning the title. It just kind of sucks because you're always right there and didn't get there. So I don't really say winning the title has been a main reason why I wanted to come back. But I think it's more on just finishing really what I started and trying to really leave a lasting print at this school and around this community.
You didn't win a title in high school, conference title?
Lost semifinals 3 years in a row.
What about Pee Wee ball?
Pee Wee, yeah.
You won? Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't really count.
That definitely doesn't count. No, not at all. Where do you view your role in the secondary? Obviously, a lot of guys are coming in as new starters, but they've been there for a while. Do you even feel like you have to kind of point things out to guys like Eric, Troy, Dior? They've got to handle it. Right?
Yeah, all those guys, they know exactly what they're doing, and we've treated them as starters for the last 2 years. Dargan was a starter 2 years ago. We treated him as a starter last year, and those guys, I have all the utmost confidence in all of them. And they really can help out all the younger guys because now we can split me, Dargan, Troy, Dior up, so they can each be playing next to a younger guy and help them out if they don't know what they're doing. So that really helps having 4 other seniors. And just as a whole, I think it's really going to help our entire defensive backfield and defense.
Yeah.
Hey, Ifo, having Don Pelham now as your coordinator, how does that change things? How is his style different than Coach Al, would you say?
It doesn't change our defense at all. We're running the same stuff, but Coach Pelham really just emphasizes different things, and he has a different perspective on overall football. And Coach Pelham, I would say his style is more focused on being structured and being aggressive. He wants us to be structured, but at the same time aggressive and play with the chip, that everyone can see that you have a chip on your shoulder and for a reason. I think that's just something that's different. Focusing on communication and focus on whether you're a great player or not, you got to help the people around you and make sure the people around you know exactly what they're doing, and they want to make sure that you know what you're doing. So just by communicating is really going to put us on a different page because, you never have a perfect game, and there's always times where a lack of communication costs you a play or a touchdown or something like that. So I think that's something that he's really emphasized.
Is DP as fiery as Coach Al? How would you describe it?
Yeah, exactly. Coach Al and him are both guys that are very passionate, and they're really aggressive, and their type of mood really reflects the entire defense. So I would think you'll definitely see the type of person Coach Pelham is towards how our defense acts and plays.
Will there be any changes in the scheme, you think?
I'm not really a coach, so I can't really say. Once they tell us, once they decide, then we run what they say. So today's the first day, so we can't really say. But of course, we've added a lot of stuff that we didn't have last year. That's the only way that you can improve. So, yeah.
What's your chip? You said Don Pelham wants everybody playing with a chip on their shoulder.
Your chip is not being relieved or not being satisfied with what you were yesterday, really. I think that's the main thing with me, trying to get past the point of what I did last year, what I did yesterday. I need to get to the point of what I need to do today and what I got to do to make sure I'm at the spot that I want to be every Saturday.
Sounds like a slogan. You versus yes. Your guys' slogan now, right? You versus yesterday.
Yeah, maybe I did hear that somewhere. I heard it somewhere. Can't remember.
So what? You versus yesterday or win the day? Which slogan do you prefer?
Coach Pelham. I like Coach Pelham's version. He really, instead of win the day, he says you got to crush the day. That winning the day isn't going winning 21-20 isn't good enough. You have to crush the day every day. So that's something that really has really stuck in my head since he said that.
It's the Oregon way.
Crush the dig.
Do you guys talk about win the day much anymore then, or is that?
I mean, that's just been instilled in our team. Win the day is our motto, and whether they talk about it or not, that's just kind of what everything goes back to. Are you winning the day, or are you doing something that's not? Yeah.
You made the decision to come back in January. We talked to you about it then. We talked to you about it in spring. But the draft happened after spring ball. I assume you watched, at least followed the draft.
Yeah.
At any point while watching the draft, did you feel any jealousy, any sort of man, maybe that should be me there, I should be there?
I mean, I definitely felt like when you see players that you play against and you see that they're getting drafted, it's just really, it really gets to you in a bad way, but gets to you and you realize, oh, dang, like, people are moving on now in life. And, I mean, I was really happy for the guys on our team that are getting drafted. I follow all the teams that they're playing on now, just see how they're doing. I mean, I was reading a lot of stuff about Terrence Mitchell and trying to keep up with him. I mean, he's always going to be one of my friends. So, I mean, I was happy for those guys, but at the same time, you think about, oh, what ifs and stuff like that. But it's nothing that you dwell on at all.
Yeah. Second thoughts at all?
Not at all. I'm happy where I am now. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm happy where I'm at now, and I can't really say that I would want to be anywhere else.
Who's your toughest receiver you faced?
Toughest receiver
Yeah, you would say.
ever?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it was tough guarding Zach Ertz because he was 40, 50 pounds more than me. So, I mean, that was pretty tough just because he was so much stronger. And I was like pretty much guarding him one-on-one the whole game. But other than that, I mean, all receivers bring a different style, so I can't really say. I mean, Brandon Cooks was tough because he was fast. Marquise Lee was tough because he was so athletic. Paul Richardson was tough because he had both. So can't really say who was the best, but I mean, every guy brings a different style, and every guy you have to worry about in a different way.